I'm Professor Prakash Joshi. I'm founder of MIT Group of Institution and director of MIT Technology Business Incubator, which is located at Kothur, Pune. And we are helping the budding engineers to become the entrepreneurs, and the program of that will be shortly presented.
Namaskar. Startup is the buzzword of the present day. Every fresh graduate dreams of a startup. But every startup does not necessarily reach the bright end of the tunnel. Why so? That's because it needs some hand-holding, some help, some guidance. And there is a Pune organization which is doing exactly the same. The name of this organization is MIT Pune Technology Business Incubator. To shed more information about this organization, its aims, objectives, and future plans, we have with us Professor Prakash Joshi, who is the founder and director of TBI, the Technology Business Incubator, and is also the joint managing trustee of MICE Group of Institutes. Let's hear from him. Sir, what would you say? What exactly is TBI?
TBI is a Technology Business Incubation Center that is mainly to convert the project ideas which are technically feasible into commercial startup. That is the main objective of TBI, and for this we are working in MIT Kothur campus. And in Kothur campus we have got 11,000 square feet of area. We have got equipment worth about 3 crores of rupees, and the Government of India, they have a Department of Science and Technology, they have given us 5 crores of rupees, and for which 3 crores for equipment and 2 crores are for recurring expenses. At the moment, we have equipment such as 3D printing, Fab Lab, different types of mechanical equipment, similarly the advanced softwares, etc., etc. So this is what we are equipped with. We have a staff of about 5 people with one chief executive officer, manager, and so on and so forth.
When was this TBI?
The TBI was started about 5 years back. It was started in 2017.
And with a certain aims and objectives?
Aims and objectives to convert a technically feasible ideas into a viable startup. And with that idea, Government of India has sanctioned total 100 TBIs in the country. Ours is one of them.
So, the exact aim and objectives are fixed. How do you select the startups?
Now, we have an advisory body of TBI, which consists of the successful entrepreneurs as well as the personnel who are occupying very senior positions such as vice president, president, etc. And we have got about 15 people, that is our advisory committee. So whenever we get any proposal, that proposal is put up before the advisory committee. We will take their opinion, and the proposals which has got certain content, which has got potential of converting into a startup, those projects we select and we help them.
But how does a startup come to you? How do they apply?
No, we have got 3 engineering colleges, and in the final year the students are required to submit a project, and from among those projects we select about 15 projects.
Okay.
And those 15 projects are put up before our advisory committee, and they select it, and they do not only select it, but we give the mentors for these selected projects. And these mentors are from the related areas. They have got knowledge of that particular activity. So it is, the mentors will tell them how to go about it.
That was exactly my question. Beyond just their mentors, what else do the startups get once selected?
No, once selected, then the mentor will tell him how to go about it. Now what we find is that all the engineers, they do not have much knowledge about marketing. So what we tell them is, first do the market survey and find out where there is a need from the society for what you are going to do.
Correct.
And once that need is established, work backwards and start manufacturing that thing. Now, in doing that, the mentors will find it out what he is doing. Similarly, our students who are the persons who are starting the startup, they do not have financial knowledge because they have to go to the bank, and then bank will ask, where is your project report, what are your financial projections, where is the cash flow, etc., etc.
Does TBI help them in that also?
That we help him that on our advisory body there is a chartered accountant and his team, and therefore they give all the help to our budding entrepreneurs. Now our MIT TBI is not only for MIT students, it is open to the public also. So any student or any entrepreneur from the society, they can visit our website, MIT TBI website, and they can approach us, and we give all the facility to them, and we do not charge anything for that. We do not charge anything. Ours is not a profit-making organization. Ours is an organization for helping the budding entrepreneurs, and therefore we feel that we are doing a job which our Prime Minister Modi has said, that we should remain Atmanirbhar, we should become Atmanirbhar, and at the same time we should have more and more startups so that we can be the leaders as far as the manufacturing is concerned.
Hello, this is Dr. Abhijit Sathe. I am CEO of MIT Pune TBI. At MIT Pune, we believe that to solve India's growing unemployment problem, innovation and entrepreneurship must be encouraged among young students and college graduates at an early age. Therefore, we have set up a technology business incubator on the premises of MIT World Peace University in Pune, where we have dedicated 11,000 square feet of space for the activities of innovation and startups. At present, we have around 27 startup companies actively working in our incubation center, developing their ideas into products. There are several startups among sectors like information technology, clean energy, waste to wealth, agri-tech, and so on. We support our startups in terms of providing them a working space, prototyping facilities such as 3D printing and conventional manufacturing, testing centers, IoT workbench, tinkering laboratories, and so on. Our startups also benefit from our strong business mentoring network, where all startups receive mentoring in technical and business areas. As of now, 27 startups are working with us, and we expect this number to grow to around 50 by end of 2022. And we expect a strong support from all the ecosystem partners to help us achieve that goal.
What are the pluses and minuses? How does the startup, when the startup comes, what is the rate of acceptance and rejections and how does it?
Actually, what we feel is that startups do not get that easily. Out of passing out students from our institution, about 5% of them, they are in the startup. Because becoming an entrepreneur needs certain knowledge of that area, similarly some financial background, and then with our help these startups can go ahead. At the moment we have got 25 startups registered with us. They are at the various stages, and two of our startups have become very successful.
This is getting very interesting. The startups are coming to TBI and they are getting help. We'll continue this discussion after a short break. Welcome back once again. We are talking to Professor Prakash Joshi, the founder director of TBI, Pune MIT TBI, the business incubator which is helping new startups. Sir, let's continue with this discussion. We were talking about acceptance and rejections. What is the rate?
Now, what we find that the mentors, they play a major role in that, and therefore we find from our students passing out, about 5% of the students, they become entrepreneurs roughly. And we have at the moment 25 startups at the various stages, and 2 of our startups have become successful. One is the Alkaline India, that means it makes a alkaline water. Here I will tell something about that project. Alkaline water is very good for the human beings, and it is recommended by the doctor that 1 glass of water in the morning on the empty stomach and 1 glass of water at 5 o'clock keeps your body very healthy.
Just water or alkaline?
Alkaline water. And this alkaline water makes it alkaline by not using the chemicals, but by a patented electrolysis process of that company. And we have found that this startup has become so successful that in this year his sales will go up to 1 crore of rupees.
नमस्कार, मी सदानंद उमाळे. अल्काइन इंडिया हे नवीन स्टार्टअप आपल्या पुण्यामध्ये आपण रुजू घातलेलं आहे. तर यामध्ये आम्ही जो प्लॅटफॉर्म आम्हाला मिळालेला आहे तो MIT TBI या ठिकाणी मिळालेला आहे. तर या ठिकाणी आम्हाला वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने मदत होत आहे. जसं की पहिल्यांदा जो काही स्टार्टअपमध्ये आलेलं काही प्रोडक्ट असेल किंवा कुठलीही माहिती असेल ती लीगल ॲडवायझर्स असतील किंवा कुठलीही आपली मेंटरशिप लेवल असेल तर त्या पद्धतीनं त्या स्टार्टअपला एक आधार दिला जातो. सोबतच आम्हाला ज्या काही अडचणी आहेत त्या काही समजून घेतल्या जातात आणि काही जे इन्व्हेस्टर असतात, जे एंजल इन्व्हेस्टर असतात त्यांच्या मीटिंग्स वेळोवेळी कंडक्ट होतात आणि त्या पद्धतीनं मार्गदर्शनही होते. आम्ही MITच्या अंतर्गत असीम या स्कीमसाठी सुद्धा अप्लाय केलेले आहेत. बरेचसे फंडसाठी सुद्धा अप्लाय केलेले आहेत. तर हे सर्व काही ही मदत आम्हाला MIT तर्फे होत आहे.
नमस्कार, माझं नाव तन्मय दिघे आहे. माझ्या कंपनीचं नाव हॅकेक्स सिक्युरिटी आहे. आम्ही सायबर सिक्युरिटी डोमेनमध्ये काम करतो. आत्ता आम्ही MIT TBIमध्ये इन्क्युबेटेड आहे. आम्हाला MIT TBI कडून बरीच मदत झाली आहे, जसे की ऑफिस स्पेस, बिझनेस रिलेटेड गायडन्स, टेक्निकल गायडन्स, हे सगळी मदत आम्हाला TBIने केली. आमची कंपनी सायबर सिक्युरिटी डोमेनमध्ये प्रोजेक्ट्स घेते. क्लायंट्सला त्यांचे डिजिटल ॲसेट्स जसे की ॲप्लिकेशन्स, वेबसाईट्स, वेब प्रोडक्ट्स सिक्युअर करण्यामध्ये हेल्प करतो. सो ते हॅक होण्याच्या आधी आम्ही त्यांना सिक्युरिटी प्रोव्हाइड करून हॅक होण्याचे चान्सेस कमी करतो.
मी ॲटॉन ऑटोमोटिव्हचा फाउंडर आहोत. आम्ही इथे एक इलेक्ट्रिक मोटरसायकल बनवत आहोत. आमची संकल्पना ही आहे की आम्ही 210+ किलोमीटरची रेंज देऊ, असा आमचा आयडिया आहे. आम्हाला ती व्हेकल 210+ जी रेंज आहे ती आम्ही चार्ज करू शकतो 2 तासाच्या आतमध्ये, जर आपण ऑनबोर्ड चार्जर यूज करताय. जर आपण फास्ट चार्जिंग यूज करतो तर ती 25 मिनिटाच्या आतमध्ये चार्ज होऊ शकते. त्यानंतर आम्ही इथे आम्ही MIT TBIमध्ये इन्क्युबेट केलेलं आहे, कारण की आम्हाला एक ऑफिस स्पेस पाहिजे होता आमच्याकडून. आम्हाला त्यांच्याकडून ती सपोर्ट पाहिजे होता, ती गायडन्स पाहिजे होतं, एक बिझनेस डेव्हलप करायचा. त्यामुळे आम्ही MIT TBIकडे आलो आणि त्यांच्याकडे इन्क्युबेट केलं आमचं स्टार्टअप, आणि आता आम्ही हळूहळू त्यांच्याकडून गायडन्स घेऊन आमचा ग्रोथ करतो बिझनेस.
Second startup is a sanitary towels, disposable. So what that startup has done is they have developed a sanitary towel which after use, if it is put into water at 80 degrees centigrade, it disintegrates and you can put it into the commode. Because what we find nowadays is in the big housing societies, the ladies, they put this used sanitary towels into commodes and the lines get choked up. That is a major problem. Secondly, how to dispose of that. So therefore this project has become very successful, and Dana Corporation of USA, they have given a funding of 7 lakhs for that, so which itself proves that it is a useful project, and both of these projects are doing very well.
I think what has happened here is both the projects, they have first found what the market is and then gone into research. That is what the startup should follow, if I'm not wrong. Exactly. Now, you said the government of India is planning to set up 100 such units. There will be other also incubators, other companies which are doing the same. Why should a startup come to TBI? What are the USPs?
Actually, depends upon physically closeness, number one, and number two is how far you are helping them. And we find that our team is quite enthusiastic about it. Therefore, we have registered about 25 startups with us. As I said earlier, we have got 11,000 square feet area in MIT Kothurud campus, and there we give them the space also for using it. And these we have created the cubicles over there, and with a Wi-Fi facility, air conditioning, and cafeteria and all that. So by giving a nominal charge, they can come there, work over there, and all these 25 startups, what I mentioned earlier, they are working in MIT TBI Kothurud campus.
How long can they be with the organization from the start? They have applied, they have been selected.
After they complete the project, naturally they will shift it out and the new batch will come in.
So does TBI help them in the after project also? I mean, setting up a unit and all those things.
Actually, our main role is to give a start to them. Later on, it becomes a business proposition, and that is their own baby.
Yeah, but what are the financial arrangements? Do you charge them or?
We do not take anything from them.
Oh, it's free.
But only thing is that we make an MOU with them that for next 5 years, 1% of their revenue they will give it to MIT TBI. Why we have done this is, government has given us the funds of 2 crores for 4 years of working, and later on government says that you should be on your own, and therefore it should be self-sustainable, our MIT TBI, and therefore our recurring expenses are around about 40 lakh rupees per year, and therefore we hope that we should generate that amount, then only MIT TBI will remain perpetual.
Which means that more and more startups should come to you.
Correct.
More and more startups should get successful.
Correct.
What
Correct.
is being done in this direction?
No, I said that we have at the moment 25 startups, and we feel that by the end of the year, at least 10 startups will go on the stream, and then they will become operational, and our revenue will come from them.
Wonderful. So what exactly is being done to attract more startups towards TBI?
Now, what we are planning to do is, our team will go to the engineering colleges, management institutions, not only the city, but in the rural area also. Because instead of they coming to us, we are going to them. That is our specialty.
So, are there any restrictions or are there any criterias which help you?
No, if our advisory body recommends it, then we start helping him.
Wonderful. So, the last question. What is the final goal of TBI? Where does TBI want to reach? Where do you want to see it?
Our planning is that we should have about 50 startups registered with us, and 5 to 10 startups should go on the stream. That is our target for this year only.
Okay, so that's the target. I mean, this year you will expect to reach that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the long-term target?
Long-term target means every year about 10 startups we should be able to roll out. Every year about 10 startups.
Correct.
We should be able to.
What is the reaction of these successful startups? You mentioned 2 of them. What is their reaction?
Their reaction is wonderful, and they say they are very grateful to MIT TBI for the help what we extended to them, and we can show their reaction on this interview also.
Wonderful. On this note, we hope that more and more startups come to TBI. They get the needed help, the incubation, the holding hands and guidance towards a successful future. Thank you. Thank you, sir.